Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Sting. I'm your host, Joe Hutzler. We are inside Turner Gymnasium where the wind is died down and more importantly, it is not freezing in here, so much better to be inside today. Now, before we go any further, let's remind you of our social media accounts and our website. You find them on your screen right there. They're very important because the ODAC championships start this weekend. Both cross country and men's soccer are in action while the other teams in the fall are finishing up their regular season. Now, without further ado, someone who's been playing this fall but doesn't officially get going until the spring, Connor English of Lynchburg Softball. Connor, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, nice. Round of applause for you. That's great. Hey, let's talk about fall ball a little bit and just some of the experience that you gathered from it, because you did suffer an injury, so you didn't play as much. You didn't play every single time you guys went out there. But what did you see from a leadership standpoint within your team? I know it's fall ball, it's not springtime yet, but you can kind of get a gauge on what to expect in the spring. What did you see out of your squad?
I think it was really important for us to have good communication on and off the field and really work on just our team chemistry, and we've been working really hard now that we're out of fall season too to keep doing like team bonding or like eating with people on the team and just doing really well at getting to know a lot of the underclassmen that just came in that we don't know as well as some of the upperclassmen. So
what are some of those things that you guys have done outside of fall ball? Because I've seen a couple of you meet in the conference room downstairs, talk over things. What are you doing? What kind of activities are you doing?
Well, tomorrow we're doing pumpkin carving as a team.
Nice.
So that was a fun little thing. And then we've been meeting as like a big leadership group as a team, just kind of discussing any problems we have and trying to work out things or working on how things can be communicated better or thinking of fun ideas to do and stuff like that. So
it sounds like my next question has already been answered, but what is the biggest thing you guys have been working on? Is it the communication? I mean, that seems to be what you
definitely
keep coming to. Are there any X's and O's that you guys needed to work on in the fall as well?
I guess just as a whole, working like really with communicating with underclassmen that don't really know things that are going on or don't know how things are supposed to be or what happens during off seasons and stuff. So just really working hard as upperclassmen, and we have like big little groups, so you get a personal person to you. So you really just work with them like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what expected, like do you have any questions, just stuff like that, just so we're all staying together as one team and like all our decisions are made as one, not just a select few of us, and then kind of delegating to everyone else.
For you, from a leadership standpoint, as you head into an even larger role than in the past, do you specifically, consciously work on anything to better yourself as a leader to get you ready for the spring?
I think recently I've been working on it more than the past, just because I haven't really been in this role very much up until now, and it's important for me. And I think I've been working more on like just knowing like mistakes happen, and if I do make a mistake, just really trying to like work on that and improve that and like not let it happen again, or just stuff like that. It's really important to me this season.
Well, off the field, you obviously are taking classes and you're getting ready to graduate. Take me through the process that brought you to the point of wanting to take the degree that you're trying to get. You know, what happened previously that said, you know what, this is the path I'm passionate about and I want to take this?
So I originally started off wanting to do physical therapy because most athletes kind of tend to draw towards that field. And then I actually ended up, my nephew was born and he was really premature and everything. So he had all the deficits, and I kind of went with them to a lot of their appointments and everything, and I really fell in love with occupational therapy and kind of that side of everything. And then I decided I wanted to do pediatrics, and I've been like working in a daycare and doing all these internships and stuff, just trying to get ready for that. And now I'm kind of gradually moving towards grad school applications, which are really stressful, but trying to get all that stuff done. So.
Well, what's can I ask you what your top choice is maybe for grad school?
Sure. I actually have 3 top choices.
Okay.
I'm applying to 7 places, but I really would like to go to either VCU, JMU, or Jefferson College of Health Sciences.
Where's that located?
Roanoke, Virginia.
Oh, Roanoke.
So,
okay, well,
pretty close to home.
Yeah, for you it's close to home.
Yeah.
They sound like great choices. You've done your homework on that. When you think about the internships that you've done and the experiences that you've had, what's been the biggest thing you've got out of that, I guess, for lack of a more eloquent phrase?
Oh, tough question.
I know, it's very loaded, yes.
I think the most important thing was just really like building relationships with your clients and their kids and everything like that, because during my internship, like certain kids kind of gravitate towards you for like certain qualities you have and things like that. So I think it's really important just to have that relationship with your clients, and then with your clients' parents if you are doing pediatrics and stuff like that, just to have that kind of whole group mentality.
Now, you mentioned you are a local girl. You're from this area, which means family is always close by.
Yes.
And one of the interesting things, I've never seen this because I've never seen her, but everyone thinks you have a twin, and you really don't have a twin. Take me through why people think you have a twin sister.
Well, I have two older sisters, but my middle sister is only 2 years older than me, and she's shorter than me, but we're relatively look the same, I guess, to other people. I don't really see it, but a lot of people confuse us.
I can look at that screen. I can see it though. Now that I've seen you guys side by side, yeah, I can see how people would get that.
So a lot of people get us confused. Coach has gotten me confused with her a couple times before she actually got to know me.
Wow.
So my roommates still like see Logan in my room and be like, "Oh, Connor." Oh, never mind, Logan.
But you're okay with it though, right? You're not offense to you.
It's kind of fun at times because I can pretend to be her, she can pretend to be me.
Now that was my next question. Have you ever used it to your advantage, or has she?
Oh yeah,
used it?
definitely. Not like school sense, taking tests or anything like crazy like that,
Right.
but both my parents are in like very family-oriented, friend-oriented businesses, so I see a lot of people all the time, and if they ask me about Logan and think I'm Logan, it's easier to pretend like
Just
I'm
go with
Logan
it.
than explain and go through this long thing, so.
They might not have that much time.
Yeah, so that comes in handy.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hey, the last thing I'll ask you is, as you get ready for this spring season, it's really early to talk about what this team can do, but you know what's coming back. You know who's coming back. What's a reasonable expectation way in advance for what this softball program can do and trying to stay longer at the ODAC tournament and play for that second and third day?
Yeah, so I mean, we were third last year in the tournament, and we're usually relatively around second or third. And so, I mean, I think we have the ability to go to at least second, and then, I mean, Virginia Wesleyan's a big player now that they're national champs,
Right.
but I definitely think we could give them a run for their money, because we did last year, so I'm excited to see what happens. And we definitely have a lot more talent this year and a lot of new people, and we're really deep in certain positions, which is nice, so hopefully.
Hopefully, that's right. I'm excited as well. It should be fun to watch coming up in the spring, but in the meantime, enjoy your classes and Christmas and Thanksgiving and all those wonderful things. Connor, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you
really
for
do
having
appreciate
me.
your time. We'll step away. When we come back, we will talk to Brooke Kowalski of women's soccer. Welcome back, everyone, to this week's edition of the Weekly Sting here inside Turner Gymnasium. I'm Joe Hutzler, and now we are going to get to our Hornet trivia question. And the question this week dealing with field hockey: who are the top 2 goal scorers in the ODAC field hockey standings? We'll tell you more about that after our next break. But first, let's talk some soccer with women's soccer player Brooke Kowalski. Brooke,
hi.
thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Now, let's get the bad news out of the way. Let's talk about last night a little bit with the loss to Bridgewater. We did not, because of reasons that we just thought were better, did not talk to Coach. You guys obviously heard Coach. What was said afterwards? What was the message that was delivered to the entire team as to the performance that was on the field last night and what it has to be on Saturday?
I think a lot of what Coach was saying, he was really proud of our effort. He said he couldn't have asked for more effort from us, and we fought till the end. In those last 10 minutes, we were really just pushing at goal, and he was really happy with that. And I think we really just worked hard on trying to get forward and just try to get shots off, and that's what we've been working on that in practice a lot too, is just trying to get those goals and stuff. And I think a lot of what Coach was kind of a little disappointed with was just our we were just very frantic, and we couldn't really just get the ball settled and make some passes and just try to get it forward. So
what do you guys do internally as a group, as a team, when you're not at practice, or even if you are, coach isn't around? How do you guys make sure that that message stays clear when the coaching staff is not around?
I think a lot of it is really just our mentality. We just need to put this game behind us and just kind of try to stay positive and really focus on these games coming up, because we have a really big week coming up with ODAX. And I think a lot of what we need to do is just keep each other up and keep motivating each other and keep moving forward, put this game yesterday in the past and just move forward.
A game coming up on Saturday against Randolph-Macon, so one more regular season game.
Yeah.
Before you head into the ODAC, from a perspective in the locker room, do you guys feel like, regardless of your seeding, that you could still go on the road and take care of business?
I think for sure. I mean, we did it last year. We have had to travel pretty far. We've gone all the way to Kentucky, and we've gone up to New Jersey, and I think it's really just, I think we can do it. We definitely have the mentality. It's just really executing, and that's what we need to work on, is just pushing ourselves. And in practice, we've been working on the little things that we need to perfect, which is just like making good passes and just really focusing on the fundamentals, and then really just working on executing it.
Now, off the field, I was able to, I guess the right word I'm looking for here is taste some of the sweet treats that your mom makes, bringing brownies to the game last night. Tell me a little bit about family, because your mom seems extremely supportive, whether she's there or not. How important is it, especially when stuff happens like last night, to know that your family is there, whether physically or not, but can be there to pick you up if you need it?
I think it definitely is a big help. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, so my parents are always driving down 7+ hours, and it really helps, even if they're not there, just to hear the words of encouragement and just to almost just take my mind off of the loss. And it's just really important to have them there, and they're really good with just keeping my head clear and everything like that.
We all need that at times, for sure. Last thing I'll ask you real quick is, in terms of this team, what's been your favorite part about the team? Because it the face of it changed a little bit before the season even started, losing Hannah and Allie. Throughout the year, you've had some different players, different positions, trying to figure out the right chemistry, the right spots. But when you look at it right now, again, still far from over, but what's been your favorite part about getting to know this team and playing with this group?
I think this group, what's really great about us is that we were able to, we lost a whole bunch of seniors last year, and we were really all able to just step up and step into these positions and fill really big shoes. And it's just, I think it shows a lot of our heart, and I think that's definitely my biggest, my favorite thing about this team is just we have so much heart, and we all really are such fighters. And like last game and in Carnegie Mellon, we will fight to the end, and even if we don't execute and we don't finish with the win, I think the biggest thing is just that we fought and to leave it all on the field.
We know you left it all on the field,
exactly,
too, which is always satisfying.
Yeah.
Well, we're not done with you yet. We're going to take a short break because we've got some other games to tell you about coming up this weekend here during this commercial break. But we'll be back in 30 seconds to play the Whisper Game. And welcome back, everybody, here to Turner Gymnasium for this week's edition of the Weekly Sting. And last time we spoke to start a segment, we talked about the Hornet trivia question, and we asked you this. Who are the top 2 goal scorers in the ODAC field hockey standings? And they're both from Lynchburg. Jackie Laro and Nikki Simpao. Laro with another hat trick last night, 26 goals, and Nikki Simpao with 24. Now, let's get to the fun part. We're going to play a new game this week. You've seen it, I'm sure, on The Tonight Show and other games, but it's called the Whisper Game. You really excited about this?
I am.
All right, so if you haven't seen it before, this is how it works. I will put on these nice Bose headphones, or Beats headphones, I beg your pardon, so they do not bring any sound from the outside. I'll jam some music. Brooke's going to whisper the word to me, and I'm going to have to try and decipher what you're saying. And we'll kind of try, we'll just go back and forth and see what we can do, all right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to be the nice person and go first.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
I'm nervous. Here, let's do this so you guys don't have to look at my... Okay. Yep. Can't hear anything.
Okay.
Whew. I like it. All right, I'm ready.
Ready? Pineapple applesauce.
Breaking up applesauce. What?
Pineapple applesauce.
Is applesauce in there?
Yeah.
Say the first word.
Pineapple.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
Pineapple applesauce?
Yeah.
Really? That's it? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Whew. You guys can clap. It's okay. I got it. All right. Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern?
God, okay, fine. Who wrote these? This was way too easy.
That was a
Way
good
too
one.
easy.
All right. I love everything bagels.
I have no clue.
I love everything bagels.
Try again. Try it slower.
I love love everything.
You're smiling too much. I can't tell. Okay.
Okay. I love everything
everything.
bagels.
I love everything.
Bagels.
I have no clue.
Bagels.
Say it again.
Bagels.
One more time.
Bagels.
Starts with B.
Yeah. Bagels.
I love everything.
bagels. Bagels.
Let's move on. Give me another one.
Buffalo chicken wrap.
Slow down for me.
Buffalo chicken wrap.
This is impossible.
Buffalo.
Wait, is that the first word?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Buffalo
Buffalo
chicken
chicken
wrap.
wrap.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, that's way too hard. All right, one more. I'm gonna pick one. Definitely not that one. Okay. It's really tough. Hold on. Rice wine.
What?
Rice wine.
Red wine.
Rice.
Red.
Rice.
Right.
Rice.
Ripe.
Rice. Rice. I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying.
Rice.
Right.
Rice. Rice.
Rice.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
Rice.
Rice. Wine.
White.
Rice. Wine.
Rice.
Wine.
Is it with a W?
Yes.
Okay. Rice. Weiss?
Wine. Wine.
One?
Wine.
White?
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Rice.
Rice.
Wine.
Rice wine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Ah, great job.
That was
That's tough. I think I would rather play a 45-minute game of soccer for a half than do that again. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
That's definitely
Thank you
fine.
so much, Brooke. That was
you.
so wonderful.
Thank you so
Good luck
much.
this weekend
Thank
at
you.
Randolph-Macon, and of course heading into the ODAC tournament as well.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week on the Weekly Sting. We don't know where we'll be next week, but we know we'll be with you at 7 p.m. on Facebook and lynchburgsports.com. Remember, it's a great day to be a Hornet, and we are One Nation. Good job.